Well, this morning we're checking out a local taxidermist.
Emily Deem is live in Grand Chute with more this morning. Hi, Em.
Good morning, Ange and Doug. Hi, everybody. Take a look at the mounts behind me on the wall out here at Trails and Taxidermy Studio. Some of those mounts up there are more than 100 years old. Back then, they would cut out wood and use them as their mounts. Well, today, taxidermists use something a little different. Take a look at this. To tell me more about this is Jeff Robinson. He's a taxidermist, been doing it for about 30 years now. Good morning, Jeff.
Hi.
So what is this?
That's actually a urethane mannequin for whitetail deer. It's open mouth. By using an actual deer that someone brings in, taking measurements like the eye to nose, we can actually order a form for the animal. Using reference material of live animals, then we can actually recreate or try to recreate that animal for the person. One thing that's really important is when a guy does have a fresh deer that's been caped, is to get that to the taxidermist right away, because the ears are very thin, they're fragile, they dry out easy, and they need to be skun and turned inside out so that an ear liner can be put into them after they're tanned. And it's an important thing that a lot of people don't realize, because they think if the deer isn't spoiling, that it's fine, and they don't realize that it's continuing to dry out all the time. This nose is a good example of that. You can see here on a dead deer, this is just like a flat leather, and obviously on a live deer that this cast shows all these nodules and bumps that you have in there. Yeah. So it's an important feature.
And it's really cool, all the details that are on even here. You know, it looks like the muscle of the deer.
Right.
Do you have a specific mount that you only use? I mean, there are many different kinds that you can use.
Yeah, and there's lots of positions, and that musculature will show differently based on the position. So the more a deer is relaxed, the fuller it will look. The more the deer is alerted, the thinner it all will look. So it depends on the look that someone wants, you know, what you might start with.
And take a look at that mount way back over there, the one where the rack is kind of coming together. Tell me about that mount.
Yeah, that's really kind of an unusual deer. I've mounted quite a few whitetails in my day, but I've never had one where they actually cross so nicely as that one. And usually they're a lot smaller buck. That's a very nice animal. And that's what's called a wall pedestal. They're very popular now, and they show more of the body of the deer. So if you shoot a 200-pound deer, it reflects it a lot better than the normal street shoulders do.
Well, Jeff, some really great tips for the hunters out there, too, and some really awesome information. So thanks so much for joining us this morning. Trails and Taxidermy Studio out here in Grand Chute. We got all the information at fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin if you want to learn more. We'll send it back to you.
Cool.
Thanks, Em.